There has been a lot of talk in the gaming streets, to which, like the vertical of my hat, my ears have remained big to all of it. So Sony, which we already know is behind PlayStation and, the Walkman, that's what we know them from, the Walkman and the Sony games. They are currently in talks with the Japanese media company of 𝐂𝐻𝐒, which is the parent company of FromSoftware, which we all know is behind Dark Souls and obviously most recently the Elden Ring titles. But 𝐂𝐻𝐒, their wings span more than just, FromSoftware games. They also have a slew of other anime and Japanese media companies, other game developers like Acquire, which just did Mario & Luigi Brothership, which I'm playing right now, so that's kind of a trip to see all this. Also, other studios like 𝐄𝐀𝐒 and Spike Chunsoft. So they have a lot of influence as far as like games and just overall media, and they're a really big company for Sony to be wanting to buy right now. Now, it all started off as a rumor and just, speculation from a couple of sources like HearRooters.com. And outside of obviously the big games that Sony would get out of this potential deal with 𝐂𝐻𝐒, this also aligns with their whole ideal to expand their reach into other mediums like, anime and film and animation and everything, since Sony, they did acquire Crunchyroll back in 2021 along with Funimation. They merged them together, so they're trying to play checkers and not chess with their whole just expand of business. Not to mention the two have already collaborated in an exclusive way with the game of Bloodborne, releasing back in 2015, 16, 14? I don't remember the exact dates, my bad, y'all, but they collaborated with that game, which did incredibly well. It's a Souls-like classic that many people are hoping to get a PC port really soon, so them already having that level of business together really pushes the edge of this potentially happening. But you can already tell this is going to be a really hefty price tag. I doubt it'd be anywhere near the Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be a lot of B's in this potential offering. But it's funny because this news shot up like literally as soon as it hit the internet, and 𝐂𝐻𝐒, funnily enough, they just said, everybody hold the fuck on, all right, just calm down. They stated that there are some articles on the acquisition of 𝐂𝐻𝐒 by Sony Group Incorporated. However, this information is not announced by the company. 𝐂𝐻𝐒 received a letter of intent to acquire the company's shares, but no decision has been made at this time. If there are any facts that should be announced in the future, they will make an announcement in a timely and appropriate manner. So they just told everybody just stop speculating and just watch. But this is all really interesting stuff here. Now, this would likely be the biggest acquisition deal we've seen since like I said, Microsoft Activision Blizzard deal from earlier in the year. So how this would pan out for the future of 𝐂𝐻𝐒's business would be interesting under Sony's belt, especially like I said, they already have developers that's worked with Nintendo, like recently with Brothership, which is already performing pretty well, and even other series like the Danganronpa. My bad if I'm saying that wrong, but I know that's a really beloved series that many people don't want to get touched anymore. Pause. But I do know that there's not too much hope from the fan side of things with how Sony could potentially treat these new companies under their belt, since they just saw the whole Conquer situation where they shut down the studio's first game after it launched for 2 weeks, and they're getting taken off the platform and spending hundreds of millions of dollars on that shit for it to come out in the state that it did. So hope is not a word that fans outside of the obviously the PlayStation ecosystem are using right now as far as 𝐂𝐻𝐒 goes. But again, I just want to see what happens. Like the letter says, we don't know anything right now, it doesn't be made official, so